that's when you're going on vacation.
Yeah.
What do you want? Different. You
Right.
don't want more of the same.
Mhm.
And I think that you made a good point about, when you're driving here through, if you're going through Massachusetts, you're going through New York, whichever way you go, you can tell the trees are different.
Yeah.
You can tell like the roads are different. It's different. It's how far will you go for something fresh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at 391 Heel. There's construction going on in the basement. We're building a bathroom and a bedroom. And welcome to the Passive Cash Flow Podcast. We have our favorite guest, Diana Brown. Say hi, Diana.
Hi. Hi, Diana. Hi, Aaron.
All right. So as you know, I'm Aaron Fragnito, your host of the Passive Cash Flow Podcast. And this is sponsored by People's Capital Group. You can learn more at peoplescapitalgroup.com, how passive investors are participating in this beautiful property right here and how they're earning nice passive cash flow on their investment here once we're finished with construction, which is going on right around us. Hopefully you can hear us well. So Diana, I'm going to let you steal the show. Why don't you ask me a few questions about what's going on here and I'll ask you some as well.
Yeah, well, Aaron, this is super exciting. I think one of the first things that was super exciting about this property was how quickly it was funded. How quickly was that exactly? I know you've mentioned it a few times, but how quickly was it?
Well, we got this deal funded in 72 hours and you get consistent equity gains. So it's a nice investment here and also a free vacation week doesn't hurt. So yeah.
Oh, the investors get a free vacation week here.
That's right.
Wow, exciting.
Well, it's
I'm looking forward to giving them my world-class hospitality.
Yes. No, it's a pretty cool system we have set up here. They make a passive investment where they get the benefits of owning the real estate, but then they also get a free vacation week through the year. So it's a fun little thing we offer. Now, if they're investing with their IRA, there's some a different way we have to do it. So that's the fine print,
Sure. We don't have time for fine print here. This is for fun. But yeah, if someone did have intentions of wanting to invest, we're adding 4 more properties, I think, right?
Yeah.
We're finding them so quickly. If someone did have those intentions and they did want to go into that fine print, what do they need to do? Contact you?
Sure. Well, they can learn more at peoplescapitalgroup.com. They have to fill out a qualification form. Not everyone qualifies, but we do work with small and large investors, so sophisticated and accredited investors. And we also try to really teach people what we're doing, how we source these opportunities, how we leverage the capital that we work with investors on. And that's all on our website, peoplescapitalgroup.com. In fact, there's a webinar coming up Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly when this is airing, but hopefully that we can get that webinar out. That'd be great.
Well, you have regular webinars all the time, right? So as long as they go ahead and get in there, get on your list, they're going to get all of the information.
You sign up on our website, you'll get information about our upcoming webinar about this investment. And that's Tuesday night, but it depends on when this podcast airs, of course.
Love it. Yeah, so we have other properties like this.
Yeah, absolutely. We're closing on 2 more properties right now. They offer similar returns, similar structure, free vacation week. So they're in the same town. In fact, one's the town over, even closer to our world-class ski resort that we work off of. So really awesome opportunities. And we're actually doing a webinar about those opportunities on Tuesday. This property is already purchased. Of course, the investors are already secured here in this investment.
Great.
And it's beautiful. We got a trickling river here.
Absolutely
we have the leaves falling.
Like, I just want to sit here. And sometimes I do. Like yesterday, I was just staring out the window for like a few minutes because I was like, I can't believe I'm working here. Like, this is my work now. I used to work on Fifth Ave, just like surrounded by concrete and, and steel and stuff and people and just shoulder to shoulder with people. And look at all the space we have here now. And I was vlogging my commute here, and how different it is from my commute when I used to work in the city or in Hoboken. And this is just a change of pace. And I think that's why people are really drawn to vacationing here.
Yeah, well, also Corona based. Vermont is the least exposed state for Corona. So if you're worried about that, people come here to get away from the corona. It's just beautiful. It's open outdoors. There's no billboards allowed in Vermont. So even though I don't like too much government regulation, I do like the fact that billboards aren't allowed in Vermont, which is a complete complex in my mind I can't get over. But that's okay. I like the fact that billboards are not allowed in Vermont, and it's beautiful out here. It's different than New Hampshire and upstate New York. In my opinion, it has a charm, a small town, cozy little country store, brewery type of feel. A lot of the restaurants are breweries, and it's just fun up here. The wine and cheese, the antiques, the hiking, and we're talking about even down the road creating our vision. We'll have to do another podcast. That's a whole other podcast.
We have a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of stuff on the whiteboard. But
ATV
like you,
rentals.
Well, all right, stop. So you can't promise those things. But like you, I was surprised because I'm such a marketing person. You're a marketing person.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised when we first came here, which was like a long time. The first time we actually vacationed here was like in 2016, I think. Like the winter after we first started dating or first we were living together, I think. So besides the point, I think that as a marketer, I felt as though the scenery was the billboard, and I found myself seeking out establishments, to eat and such and such. And they do have those signs on the road, but at the same time, I really did feel like the scenery was the billboard and really was doing the sales for them. It actually, when I went back to New Jersey, it made me feel like, oh, these billboards are like litter,
Yeah, right. I know. Billboards are really litter. Like the beauty, the natural beauty of the world is so much better than looking at a billboard. And I know
you love trains, and you made me live next to a train.
Yes, we live next to a train.
The whole entire time we've been together.
It's a scenic train line.
But the thing about the train is that there are some great graffiti artists. I know this sounds crazy, but that train has got my eyeballs every time it goes by. And I say to myself, wait a second, marketing eyeballs like this, there's a missed opportunity here.
We need to get on that train.
Yeah,
that
get
train
on this train.
Needs to say peoplescapitalgroup.com. The whole train should say that.
But the train itself is very pretty, the parts of it that aren't, dirty. But the graffiti is actually very nice and pretty. So it's actually, and then when the scenic train goes by, it's another experience you just don't get in non-destination places.
The scenic railroad is lovely. It's this old scenic railroad that goes through Chester.
Remember we took it one time.
Oh my
it was
gosh,
so good.
So much fun. We live right next to it. It's so.
I have some footage.
Yeah.
I'll give to the guy. I'll put it down there.
Absolutely. But yeah, beautiful place to live. It reminds me of a Lionel train village. Those
living in it.
Right, living in a miniature Lionel train village is basically what we're doing here. And the vacation spots, the properties we own have that feel to them that you're in like a miniature village, like a Gilmore Girls type of village, right?
Wow, good remembering, Aaron.
If you're a Gilmore Girls fan, you'll like Vermont.
Like you said, we have more properties like this. We're not slowing down. I hope you're not slowing down because I'm dragging you out to properties just as much as you're dragging me out to properties.
Sure.
I think sometimes it's really fun that we do it together because it's kind of fun. I probably have some footage of that, but you love going out too.
Oh, my favorite thing about this business is looking at real estate. Unfortunately, most of the time, actually, to be successful in real estate and raise capital is behind a computer. But I love looking at real estate. I do it all so I can go out and look at the properties and experience the properties like this and improve them and hire people to improve them. And I love it. It creates jobs. We're moving materials. It's a nice feeling to be renovating homes, to be buying homes, and meeting good realtors out here and really developing our systems so that it's fine-tuned out here. It's my favorite part of the business. Yeah.
It's like a lot of imagination, really.
Exactly.
And I always say, reimagine.
Yeah, well, we walk through every home. We come up with a brand for it, a vision, rooms we can change, garages we can make into, hangout areas.
Yes.
We just found something that used to hold lumber and firewood for this house. We flipped it around. Well, Diana told me to flip it around. And now, boom, it's a tiki bar.
Boom.
And we know a guy who owns a lumber mill, and we can give us...
Who already showed us the piece of wood.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if this guy doesn't come and pick it up, there's still 3 more where that came from.
Yeah, they just have huge wood slabs laying around, perfect for countertops. And, you go in there with the $100 bill, you get whatever you want,
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of who
That's
you know.
what I love about, kind of the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's different from the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. It's not better or worse, but that's when you're going on vacation.
Yeah.
What do you want? Different. You
Right.
don't want more of the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you made a good point about, when you're driving here through, if you're going through Massachusetts, you're going through New York, whichever way you go, you can tell the trees are different.
Yeah.
You can tell like the roads are different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's how far will you go for something fresh, something
Sure.
new, something because, I'm a theater person growing up, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why people go to the theater, and this is not something that anyone consciously knows,
Mm-hmm.
but the reason why you go to the theater is to be changed. It's the same with vacations.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I always am making sure of when we're putting together a new property, when I'm doing Dagny hospitality and stuff.
Yeah.
People should come here and leave a different person. And that's when we started coming here. I always would be like, oh my gosh, I thought of a new idea. I feel so revived, so rejuvenated. And
yeah. We love it up here. It's and our guests say all the time they do get changed from being up here, which is really incredible. And it's 4 hours from New York. It's 2 hours from Boston. You don't have to get on a plane. It's near a bunch of populated areas, Connecticut, New Jersey, Massachusetts. So it's just a really great spot to get away for the weekend or a week or working.
Yeah, it's something different. It's fresh air.
Yeah.
I just heard on the radio someone say it, and I'm going to go ahead and steal it. Fresh air, room to breathe, reconnect.
Reconnect. There you go.
Reconnect.
The trickle of the water. We like to buy homes near water features, like a nice little stream or a river, the zen feeling.
Yeah.
There's something about the trickling of water that makes you feel zen, that relaxes you.
I have no intentions of slowing down, obviously. And
Right now, we're buying.
I'm constantly bringing more properties to Aaron. So if you're interested, or if anyone, because probably a lot of your listeners,
Sure. I mean, it's crazy how much interest we have in these properties.
You really need to get on the list because things move pretty quickly. Like Aaron said, this house got funded in 72 hours.
Yeah.
There were certain situations with another investment as well that it was funded so quickly that some people who were interested actually got kind of pushed onto the waiting list just to be like, oh, we'll get you on the next one. Promise you, there'll be a next one. But
first come, first serve.
Yes, first come, first serve. So you definitely want to be on that list. Definitely want to get your call into Aaron.
Go to peoplescapitalgroup.com. You can fill out an application to apply. And then we can set up a call once we receive your application. And we'll review that, see if you're qualified to invest as a sophisticated or accredited investor. And you can join our list here and review the private offering memorandums we have coming up for these properties and other properties in New Jersey as well. But that's all peoplescapitalgroup.com where you can learn more.